Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Urdu Seekhiye. This is part 2 of episode number 10. Now we'll take a look at the remaining 11 lines of the commercial. So again, I'll first go over each of the lines and provide the translation, and then we'll discuss each line in more detail. Also, if you need to watch the commercial once more, you can find the link in the description. In the previous episode, we had left off at the line, "Aise rakha jayega," and that means it will be placed like this. So the first line in this part is, "Aur ye biscuit bhi," "Aur ye biscuit bhi," and these biscuits too. "Aise nahi rakhe जाएंगे." ऐसे नहीं रखे जाएंगे will not be placed like this. मीठे वाले biscuit, right side पर ऐसे. मीठे वाले biscuit, right side पर ऐसे. The sweet biscuits will be placed on the right side, like this. और नमकीन वाले left side पर ऐसे. और नमकीन वाले left side पर ऐसे. And the salty ones on the left side, like this. और हर लाइन में and in each line, तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा, ऐसे. तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा, ऐसे. The third biscuit will be turned upside down, like this. और ये ट्रे भी इस तरह से. और ये ट्रे भी इस तरह से. And this tray too, in this way. दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा. दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा. Except for the brain's insect. हर कीड़े को मारें. हर कीड़े को मारें. Kill all insects. सिर्फ एक हुस में. In one ps. In one spray. छोड़ेगा नहीं. छोड़ेगा नहीं. It won't spare them. मारेगा. मारेगा. It will kill them. चुन चुन के. One by one. I like that he's using the same verb again. It allows us to see it in different forms. What words do you notice have been repeated in this sentence and the previous one? In the previous sentence, he said, "ऐसे रखा जाएगा." And in this sentence, he says, "और ये बिस्किट भी ऐसे नहीं रखे जाएंगे." So in one sentence, he says, "rakha," and in the other, it's "rakhe." Why do you think that is? How do rakha and rakhe differ? By the way, Rakhna is the infinitive form of this verb, and it means to put or to place. So previously, we were talking about the cup's handle being placed in a certain way, and because the cup is singular, it will be rakha. And in this line, we're talking about the biscuits being placed in a certain way. And because biscuits are plural and masculine, we say rakhe. Rakhe jayenge is also in the future tense. Because one is singular and the other plural, we change it from rakha to rakhe. And jayega becomes jayenge. Jayega, jayenge. So, और ये बिस्किट भी ऐसे नहीं रखे जाएंगे means, and these biscuits too will not be placed like this. The next line is, मीठे वाले बिस्किट right side पर ऐसे, और नमकीन वाले left side पर ऐसे. What do you think that means, without looking at the handout? Let's start with the words meethe and namkeen. Do you know what those mean? Meethe means sweet, and namkeen means salty. So he says, meethe wale biscuit, right side par, aise. Aur namkeen wale, left side par, aise. This translates to the sweet biscuits or cookies on the right-hand side, like this, and the salty cookies on the left side, like this. And then he says, और हर लाइन में तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा, ऐसे. और ये ट्रे भी इस तरह से. And it trails off at this point to reveal the product it's advertising. So again, I think the use of the same style, same sentence may allow you to figure out what he's saying. Plus, he used a few English words here too. And you have a visual to help you out if you watch the commercial. So what does और हर लाइन में तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा mean? Take as much time as you need. So the question is, what does और हर लाइन में तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा mean? So, और means and, और हर लाइन में means and in each line. तीसरा वाला means third. Actually, तीसरा means third, and वाला doesn't really much mean anything here. If you took out the word वाला, it wouldn't change the meaning. I'm trying to think of other places where I have seen the word wala used. For example, if I say chai wala, that means the one who sells tea. Or let's say Wajiha and I go to the bookstore and see some cute guy there that we both notice. And a few days later, if we want to refer to him, we might refer to him as bookstore wala. So I think wala means the one. So तीसरा वाला would mean the third one. And here, तीसरा वाला biscuit means the third biscuit. The next few words are ulta hoga, ऐसे. Again, we see ulta, which means upside down or face down. And ऐसे means like this. So, और हर लाइन में तीसरा वाला बिस्किट उल्टा होगा ऐसे means, and in each line the third biscuit will be faced down, like this. And our tense becomes clear here from the verb hoga. This is the future tense of hona. Remember our endings? The ga, gi, ge? So hoga is the future tense of hona, our to be verb. Ulta hoga means it will be upside down. And now let's finish it off with the line that lets us know that he's also got a problem with the tray. He says,
और ये ट्रे भी इस तरह से.
So that means this tray too, in this way.
इस तरह
means this way or this manner. I do wonder how he was going to finish that sentence. Now we have another voice that takes over. And he says, दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा हर कीड़े को मारें. दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा हर कीड़े को मारें. Let's look at the first half of this line. दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा. So, के अलावा means other than. We covered this line a few episodes ago. So let's look at an example. If I wanted to ask, do you want anything other than this? How would I ask that in Urdu? Do you want anything other than this? It would be, आपको इसके अलावा कुछ चाहिए? आपको इसके अलावा कुछ चाहिए? So, के अलावा means other than or except. So it's दिमाग के कीड़े के अलावा. Because this involves an idiom in Urdu that isn't really available in English, I'll translate word by word. So, dimag means brain or head. कीड़े means bugs or insects. And the singular of कीड़े is कीड़ा. The idiom is dimag ke कीड़े, which means insects of the brain. I did have to ask Wajiha for some clarification with this one too. And she informed me that when something is a dimag ka कीड़ा, then it's just annoying. It's a bother. So this man is a dimag ka कीड़ा. He's a pest that just keeps annoying you. So the ad is being funny and saying, dimag ke कीड़े के अलावा हर कीड़े को मारें. Literally, this means, other than the bugs in your head, kill all other insects. So obviously, they don't mean bugs in your head, literally. They mean to say pests or things that annoy you. So they're saying, other than the human pests in your life, kill every other type of pest. Actual insects. Dimag ke कीड़े के अलावा हर कीड़े को मारें. And मारें comes from the verb marna, which means to beat, to kill, or to hurt. So, mareं is the formal tone. That ending is used for when you use the formal you. Aap. So the narrator is speaking in the formal tone, which makes sense. Then we have the phrase, sirf ek hus mein. So sirf means only. Ek means one. Hus is the sound effect they're using to indicate the act of spraying. In English, I might use ps or s, but their Urdu equivalent is hus. And then he says mein, which means in. Sirf ek hus mein, meaning in only one spray. Basically, he's saying the Kingtox bug spray is very effective. It works immediately in one spray. And the final line is Kingtox, chhodega nahi, marega, chun chun ke. So again, we see a conjugated form of the verb marna, which means to hurt, to kill, or to beat. Marega in this context means it will kill. What will? The spray called Kingtox. And chorna means to leave. So literally, chorega nahi means it will not leave you, or whatever the focus is, the object. In this case, it's the insects. So chorega nahi here means it will not leave the bugs alone. It will not spare them. So again, the full sentence is Kingtox, chorega nahi, marega, chun chun ke. And chun chun ke is another idiom in Urdu. It most closely means one by one. Kingtox, chorega nahi, marega, chun chun ke means Kingtox, it will not spare, it will kill, one by one. All right, you've made it to the end, to my favorite part, where we ask you to interact with us. As always, I have a couple of questions for you. Please be sure to answer them in the discussion section on our website, which is usually right below the episode post. We've also added a way for you to record your answers or questions right on the website. If you look, it's on the right-hand side. And of course, you can email us at urdusikhiye@gmail.com. So now to our questions. Earlier, I was wondering how this man might finish that last sentence. So he started by saying,
और ये ट्रे भी इस तरह से.
How do you imagine he finished that sentence? And one final question. How would I say, I will eat this one by one? So that's it for this episode. Thank you once again for joining us. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages to connect with others who are also learning Urdu. For now, Khuda Hafiz.